Welcome to your favorite channel, to your favorite sir, Shankar sir, Study Hub. Today I will discuss about more interesting and your favorite chapter, gravitation. And in this chapter, जो बहुत कुछ है तुम्हारा जानने के लिए, सीखने के लिए, what is about that? I will discuss one by one. So let's start the gravitation. So today I'm studying the gravitation chapter. So first, what shall I start today? In this chapter, what are the main things, topics I am discussing that first. You have to know about the introductions, this is the importance, and then gravity and gravitation. Gravity क्या है, gravitation क्या है, दोनों same है कि नहीं है? What the? I will start gravity and gravitation. Then universal law of gravitation, that is known as the Newton's law of gravitation. And from here you have to find out the capital G, इसका value है, fixed value है, universal law. You will find. I will discuss. Then the Kepler's law of planetary motions. Kepler's law of planetary motions. You have learned about the so many motions. The equations of motions you have learned. So many motions equations we have learned, but you do not never heard about the planetary motion. Planetary motions. That is the Kepler is one of the scientists who has given the law of planetary motions. So many scientists are there. So many scientists. Copernicus. So I will discuss about side by side. Then free fall. What is the free fall? A body is falling. What is free fall? That means there will be no resistance. Nothing will be there. That is the free fall. And in case of acceleration due to gravity, that is the small g. That is capital G, it is small g. And the relation between G and small g and capital G, the value, I will all discuss in these chapters, one by one. Next will come equation of motions of free fall body. Free fall body जो है, उसका equation of motion क्या होता है? Equation of motion है, लेकिन free fall के लिए जो equation आएगा, उसका equation क्या होगा? And so many numerals I will also discuss in this chapter. Okay? So don't be confused. Be ready to learn, to hear this video very carefully. It is in the class 9, 10, 11, 12, all these things. And so I will go very, not so deep, but a little bit deep. I will go there. So that in class 11 also, you can learn something, the most part of the thing. Next come mass and weight. What is mass and weight? So mass and weight same है नहीं, उसका थोड़ा difference है. Mass and weight, then thrust and pressure, उसके बाद buoyancy, and which factor buoyancy depends, the factors of buoyancy are discussed, and the Archimedes principles. Archimedes principles. तुमने सुना है तुम जब what you have learned about in case of if you swim, if you go to the river, pond, buffalo, cow, we have learned, we have seen they can swim. Large ship floats on the water. Why? Whereas a small ball of iron sink. What is the reason? What is the reason out there? अनेक खून भरे हुए मोस जो भैंस है वो क्या है? वो तैर नहीं सकता, सारा दिन पानी में अंदर में वो सकता है कैसे? तो वो बहुत सारा वजन है, लेकिन वो इजी से फ्लोट होगा. क्यों होगा? वही जो डिस्कशन है. लार्ज जो शिप है, जहाज है, वो फ्लोट होता है, वो नहीं सिंक होता है, लेकिन इतना छोटा जो आयरन है वो सिंक हो जाएगा, डूब जाएगा. क्यों होगा? उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन क्या है? आर्किमिडीज है. एक जो स्टोरी था, यहाँ पर बहुत स्टोरी है. हाउ आई विल डिस्कस. नेक्स्ट कम डेंसिटी एंड रिलेटिव डेंसिटी, and after last so many numerals will be discussed. Okay, let's start. So let's start the introduction of gravitation, and what is gravity and gravitation I will discuss. See, we know that is force is required. Force is required what? To produce मोशन इन अ बॉडी, एनी बॉडी के मोशन के लिए फोर्स इज रिक्वायर्ड, मोशन के लिए फोर्स इज रिक्वायर्ड, वेदर falling or it is picking, anything, it is pushing or pulling. The force is required to produce motion in a body. We see a piece of stone. See a piece of stone as a stone. ऊपर से गिरता है, ऐसे गिरता है. Piece of stone falls downwards, automatically falls downwards, we see, we know. From a certain height, yeah, it falls downward. That means a force must acting on it. If we छोड़ देगा तो क्या होगा? Falls. Why? That means some force acting on it. Stone, apple from the tree. Any fruits from the tree falls downward automatically. Leaf from the tree falls automatically. Yeah? Why? That means earth exerts a force. What you know? Force is required. So where is the force? Who is pulling? Why it is falling automatically? Why apple is falling? So many stories are there. Earth exerts a force. Earth exerts a force on all the body. What we told earlier. So all the bodies, all apples, tree, leaves, all these things. Earth exerts pressure towards itself. That is gravity. Okay? And this, what is gravity? See, what is gravity? It is not automatically falling, it falls. It's not automatically the fruits fall from the tree. The gravity what? The gravity is the, what gravity? It is the phenomenon of attraction between earth and any other body. The gravity is the phenomenon of attraction between earth and any body. Between earth and any body. Earth and any body. अर्थ एंड एनी बॉडी के लिए जो फेनोमेना होगा, अट्रैक्शन का होगा, द अट्रैक्शन फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन, दैट इज द ग्रेविटी. क्लियर? তাহলে gravity is the phenomenon between the earth and the other body, nothing else. So all the force exerted by the earth is known as gravity. Okay, it is the phenomenon of attraction between earth and other body. Clear? तो gravity क्या है? Clear हो गया. लेकिन gravitation अलग बात है. What is gravitation? The gravity is also a gravitation. I am coming. Gravitation and gravitational force. Let's an example of stone moves in a circular path. Suppose, an example, so many examples are there. Suppose here, if you, a stone, I am in the center, a stone is tied in a string and we are moving the stone from here, moving the stone out here, stone is moving out here. So always this is the stone. What acts? It is centered, it is tied in the center. Here always if force is pulled toward the center, it is known as the centripetal force. Okay, the center seeking force. It is the centripetal force, but center seeking force. Center seeking force, but centripetal force. What happens? See, the important thing, we are giving the force apply, and that means our force that stone is moving around this path constantly. What happens? I am exerting the force. Here I am exerting the force. Here I am the earth, and this is the body. So I am exerting force, and stone stone also exerting that another force. But the center seeking force is greater. That's why it circulates, it rotates. It sometimes what happens if you cut the force, cut the string, what happens at any moment? Suppose the body is out here, it will go in this way, that is tangent. The body is there, it is go in that way. in the tangent, it is towards, ছিটকে বেরিয়ে যাবে. If we cut the string, that is disconnect the force, and in that case centripetal is not acting out there. So what? The motions, this is the concept of stone moves in a circular path. One example. Another example, so many examples are there I have told. The motion of moon. Motion of moon around earth. Same thing, a centripetal force. Moon can there and earth can there. The centripetal force, intersecting force. Planets revolve around the sun. Centripetal force. Planets revolves around the sun. Apple attracted by earth. It is so, it is not only earth. It is not only earth which attracts anybody toward itself. Which attracts itself. Which attracts apple and the moon. Not only sun, which attracts every planet. So it is not only earth which attracts apple, it is attracts moon, not only the sun which attracts the every planet. Rather every object in this universe is in the universe. It is a concept of universe. Gravitational जो idea है, gravitational force, gravitation, it is the as a whole, as universe. Universe के लिए concept of universe. So rather every object in the universe attracts every object towards itself. The force of attraction, every object in this universe, वो size small हो or greater हो, shape जो भी shape हो, जो भी size हो, okay, so attracts itself towards each other. The force of attraction, this force of attraction of any two body in the universe rather than the earth is known as gravitational force. Gravitational force, that means it may be any two body, may be earth and another body, but only earth and another body is gravity. But any two body, object two body in the universe is known as gravitational force. The force of attraction between two bodies in this universe is known as gravitational force. Clear? The gravity and gravitational force is clear, बच्चों? Clear? Oh, ठीक है. So what is gravity? हमको भी gravity earth pull कर रहा है. That's why I am खड़ा हुआ है. I feel that I have weight, ना? I have mass, ना कि what? I will discuss one by one. हम छोड़ देगा तो रास्ता गिर जाएगा. क्यों? Earth attracts itself. Earth attracts, it is the gravity. But anybody, object, you and me and that, all attract anybody, each other. This is the gravitational force. Next, what is the gravitational? Next, so we can also tell the gravitation what? So gravitation is the what? So what is the gravity? I have told gravity is the phenomenon of the earth and any other body in the universe. But what is gravitation? Gravitation is a phenomenon. Remember it. Gravitation is a phenomenon of attraction of any two objects in the universe. Okay? Any two objects in the universe. Clear? Irrespective of any size, shape or mass. मास जो भी हो सकता है, शेप जो भी हो सकता है, और साइज लार्जर होगा. वन का इसका साइज इतना बड़ा होगा, इसका साइज छोटा हो जाएगा. शेप डिफरेंट भी होगा, मास भी डिफरेंट होगा. Irrespective of shape, size and mass, it is the gravitation is the phenomenon of attraction of any two body in the two object in the universe. Clear? तो gravitation and gravity जो फर्क है, this is the main difference. So come universal law of gravitation, that is the Newton's law of gravitation and gravitational constant. I am discussing one by one, which I have first give you the introductions, gravity, gravitational law. Okay, so next come gravitational law of universal gravitational law. Universal law of gravitation. Clear? It is known as also Newton's law of gravitation, as it is given by Newton. It is known as Newton's laws of gravitation. Newton's laws of motion. अगले चैप्टर में तुमने किया, that is Newton's laws of gravitation. What is this? First, learn the every object in the universe. Every object in the universe attracts each other. Every object in the universe attract each other with a force, which is the force, something force में attract कर रहा है, and that force vary. Number one, which is the force number one. I'm now letting each object in the universe attract each other with a particular force, which is directly proportional, which is the force directly proportional to their masses, proportional to masses. And number two, the force is inversely proportional to the square of their distance. First, right? So see, let's an example. Suppose M1, this is M1, this is one object. Yeah, A objects, it is the center of, and this is also the center, and this is M1, this is M2. You can give capital M, small m, whatever you know, and this is the distance of their center, R. This is the distance between them is R. So from this both this body, इसका mass m, इसका mass m2, so this every object in this universe attract each other at a particular force. That force is directly proportional to their masses, the product of their masses. इसको जो मास है, सपोज इसका सेंटर A है, इसका सेंटर B है, AB का जो डिस्टेंस है R, so masses means product of their masses, directly proportional to the product of their masses. That means M1 into M2. M1 into M2. Clear? And also their distance between the center of the square 1 by r square. It is r square. This is the universal law of gravitation. If you combine this, that means combining these two, one number two, very easy. समझो, पहले समझो अच्छा से. The law of, you cannot remember it, just समझो. The two bodies are there. इसका मास है m1, इसका मास है m2. डिफरेंस है क्या? डिस्टेंस है r, सेंटर का डिफरेंस. तो व्हाट इज द फोर्स अट्रैक्शन ऑफ फोर्स? किसका डिपेंड करता है? उसका प्रोडक्ट का. किसका? मास का. मास ज़्यादा, हमका मास ज़्यादा है, उसका मास थोड़ा है, कुछ नहीं है. हम पहले क्या बोला? जब मास, साइज एंड शेप कोई फर्क नहीं है. जो भी मास हो, जो भी शेप हो, जो भी क्या हो, आकृति, शेप, साइज, मास, दैट मीन प्रोडक्ट ऑफ देयर मासेस इफ डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल. मास बढ़ जाएगा, इंक्रीज होगा, तो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन इंक्रीज होगा. एंड ऑल्सो देयर स्क्वायर ऑफ द डिस्टेंस जो है वो इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल. ये कम जाए, ये तो इसका वैल्यू 2 से 4 हो जाएगा, तो देखो 2 स्क्वायर 4, 4 स्क्वायर 16, 4 टाइम्स घट जाएगा. ओके, ये इनवर्सली मीन्स ये बढ़ेगा तो ये कमेगा, ये कमेगा तो ये बढ़ेगा. ओके, दिस रिलेशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो द प्रोडक्ट डिस्टेंस ए varies 1 by r square. दिस इज द टू लॉ. एंड इफ यू कंबाइन दिस टू लॉ, एफ varies m1 m2 by r square. कुछ बुक में किताब में है d square, distance. You can write also. So a varies m1 m2 by d square. We can write, we know this sign will be omitted by equal signs and will be constant is come g. So g m1 m2 by r square. Clear? G m1 m2 by r square. What is g? This is the proportion. What is g? is a proportion constant की some constant g equals to varies. तो g है, g का value in case of at is universal law of gravitation, so it is the universal constant. G is known as the universal constant. तो कांस्टेंट का मतलब क्या है, इसका वैल्यू कोई भी है, कोई भी जाओ, इसका वैल्यू है रिमेन फिक्स्ड, दैट्स व्हाई इसका वैल्यू है कांस्टेंट। सॉरी तो जी है यूनिवर्सल ग्रेविटेशनल कांस्टेंट। क्लियर? यूनिवर्सल ग्रेविटेशन कांस्टेंट जी है। उसका वैल्यू क्या है? देखो उसका वैल्यू कांस्टेंट की होगा ही, वैल्यू निकालना होगा, इसका वैल्यू फिक्स्ड है। कैसे आएगा? तो जी, इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ जी आउट हियर, तो एफ, तो जी इक्वल्स टू एफ इंटू आर square by m1 into m2. Yeah, this is the, from here we can find out the value of g also and also unit also मिलेगा यहाँ पर, unit and value। ताले value of g and also unit you have to निकालना होगा। what is the value of g? निकालने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है अभी तुम्हारा, वो बात छोड़ो, जस्ट उसका जो वैल्यू है वो याद करो, वो काम आएगा न्यूमेरिकल्स के लिए। वैल्यू निकालने के लिए 11 है, तो नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, सो मेनी टीचर्स आर डिस्कसिंग नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, जस्ट वैल्यू को याद करो। ओके, एंड ऑल्सो यूनिट को याद करना जरूरत नहीं है, यहाँ से यूनिट आएगा। क्या आएगा देखिए, क्या आ जाएगा, देखिए यहाँ पर देखो फर्स्ट यूनिट, उसके बाद वैल्यू। यूनिट बहुत इजी है। यूनिट क्या है देखो, फोर्स का यूनिट क्या है? न्यूटन एसआई में। ओके, आर्ट्स का क्या, आर क्या है? डिस्टेंस, मीटर स्क्वायर, न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर बाय, ये क्या है? मास का केजी, तो केजी इंटू केजी, तो न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर बाय केजी स्क्वायर। क्लियर? और न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर केजी इनवर्स, दिस इज द करेक्ट, यस और नो? करेक्ट और नो? न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर kg inverse 2 minus 2, minus 2. This is the unit. Clear? Unit is, you have to write in this way, Newton meter square by kg. Okay, and what is the value? Value तुमको निकालना है। When I am coming, value is the 6.67 in 10 to the power minus 11। इसका जो वैल्यू है, इसका जो वैल्यू है 6. अच्छा, यहाँ पर ना रखो तो यहाँ पर तुम्हारा प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगा। ये यूनिट है तो वैल्यू आई एम राइटिंग आउट हियर 6.63 67 10 to the minus 11। इसका वैल्यू कैसे है हम बता देंगे। इसका वैल्यू 6.67 इंटू 10 to the power minus 11, ये क्या है? न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर बाय केजी स्क्वायर। दिस इज द 6.67 10 to the minus 11। ये याद करो, ये बहुत कम आएगा, कुछ नहीं। व्हेन एफ इक्वल्स टू जी, व्हेन इट विल बी एफ इक्वल्स टू जी, याद करो। सेम इफ यू फाइंड आउट, सी आउट हियर एफ आर जी, force of attraction, and will be G will be equal why? When देखो सी आउट हियर, इफ जो बॉडी है इसका मास 1 धरो, m1 इक्वल्स टू 1, इसको डिस्टेंस धरो 1, r इक्वल्स टू 1 मीटर और सेंटीमीटर, व्हाट एवर कैन नो मीटर, इसको 1 kg, तो सब यूनिट है। इन दैट केस व्हेन m1 इक्वल्स टू m2 इक्वल्स टू 1, when r equals to 1, in that case if you put the value 1 1 1, in that case what? In that case f equals to g. So when f equals to g, when 1 meter square, the distance between the two objects is 1 meter and the mass equals to 1 kg, and then force of attraction will be the value of g. Clear? So, and if you have to find out the value of g in case of, I am coming how to find out the value of g. So next I am coming, so next the importance of gravitation. After this I will start about the different theory or regarding the planetary motions of theory of different scientists, and finally the Kepler's theory, the Kepler's law during planetary motions. So now come just gravitation. What is the importance of gravitation? Gravitation holds. What holds? Holds the atmosphere around the earth. It is responsible for rainfall. It is responsible for snowfalls. The moon revolutions the earth for the gravitation, and planets also revolution to the sun. The tide in our natural examples, the tide, the lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse, all are due to the gravitations. Okay, so it is very important. The gravitation and gravity, I have told you the difference, a little bit difference. Gravity is one type of gravitation. Gravity is the phenomenon in the earth and any objects, but gravitation in any two bodies in the universe. Okay, so here I draw my ends. So please share, subscribe and comment. Okay, the next video I'll start the Kepler's law. Okay, bye.